Here to the Call of the North, presented by Bell. Van Zillion Launders, let's get into the game. The second map about to start between Ace and Synthetic. This is on Cobble. And actually, here we go. So, predictions for this map. Can Synthetic bring it to a third map? If so, what's the score? If not, what's the score for Ace?
I definitely think easy for Ace here. Wait. Is this Ace's? No, it's Synthetic's map pick, right? They ended up losing.
Sort of easy for Ace?
Sort of semi-easy for Ace. Yeah, I think I'm going to still give it to Ace Gaming because they're just impressing me so much right now. Like, just their team play, everything looks so good. I'm going to assume they can play Cobble and that they will win this dominantly. I'm going to say it's like going to be like it's... Actually, I'm going to say it's close because it's a map pick, so 16-12.
16-12. Let's see if that's going to be the case, ladies and gentlemen. Launders going with the prediction. We'll see if, because the last time he predicted, it wasn't close at all. Neither was mine, so I'm not even going to try this time.
Really? What did I say last time?
It was for that CLG game versus Synthetic. You said it was going to be like 16-8?
Oh.
No, 16-10? 16-10? It was sort of close. Pistol round underway, dropping into the drop zone is Synthetic, going for a connector to A split, with the bomb still hitting and waiting from the A halls. Subroza in the CT seat with the rest of Ace, all stuck in the connector.
Oh, they're counter boosting? Oh, so they can avoid the rotation. That's the FE. Sees that it's going to be A though, and can't find the frag. He's going to get chased down as well.
Here we go, Calypso taking him down at the broken wall, or the spammable wall. Long range Devoke with the Glock. PL1 with a jumping silence USP onto Devoke. Bomb is now planted. 1 minute advantage for Synthetic. Make that a 3 versus 3. Quickly refrag from the A ramp. Calypso battling it against Tiz at the lower mid side. Finally wins it, leaving PL1 last man standing. Got 1 kill already. 2 of them lit. Has to go for a clutch play. He went for the big confusal for the tap.
Get the kill.
Yeah, the guy, sorry, takes him from behind. That's even worse now. But it's 1-0 in favor of Synthetic.
Kappa Pride.
Kappa Pride. Oh boy. We are slowly diverging away from this cast, ladies and gentlemen. So, pistol round 1 by Synthetic. Great job for them with that drop zone to connector push into A, Lunders.
Indeed, yeah. They took so long to counter boost that working on the flank almost became useless. I like the idea, but it was interesting. That was calculated.
Good nature.
Welcome to NA.
Welcome to the show. Well, at least some nades are wasted. Pistol buy for Ace Gaming as Vez
just took a bullet for the homie right there.
Yep. Right in front of PL1. Woo! The guy's still going long range. I thought you said the Galil was useless.
How do you use that thing that long range? It's not supposed to hit headshots.
You tap it, bro. Now FE, though, playing towards danger, is going to try to move up here, picking up that MAC-10, try to win against the Vote, but being flanked from behind by Tam. And that clears up the A halls to give a chance for Synthetic to move up towards this A side. And Subroza and his teammate just pretty much stuck at B and at Connector, respectively. It is okay for him to run out right now because he actually didn't spend a single penny just to be able to get the AWP at the default round with the remainder of his teammates on this full buy. So Subroza at this point, huge investment, 1,700 for the Deagle and the full armor buy. So he's going to try to save this towards the B side. Now, we were talking a little bit about this Cobble map here, Launders, and over the past month, we've added an update to this map, and this is where Subroza is standing right now, which is this staircase. How do you see this map being played differently with the addition to that staircase for the CT side?
Yeah, well, first of all, I like the staircase because this map is like so. I feel like it's so dumb because definitely just changing through the weapons, trying to get the right outfit here for his Deagle.
But only keeping it at 3 bullets.
And then spin botting for the stream. That's his back. Kept trying to cover up for him. But I like the stairs because it makes this engagement all cleaner, and the Cobble is anything but clean. Clean, right? It's like you had to boost up there. All the boosts are like there's tons of stuff you can get caught on, and people would just nade up there. But now there's the stairs, easy entrance, easy exit. It's also nice for the terrorists when they come down. It makes the angles a lot less stupid, in my opinion. I think the map is still awful, but that makes it a little bit better. Yeah. So
London,
I'm happy about that update.
At Cobble?
We won both our Cobble maps.
I'm not saying we as in SOAR, but
I'd say it's like one of the maps I think I'm best at. Yeah, I actually like it a lot. Like it to play it a lot, but that doesn't mean that I can't think it's dumb.
Well, Rosa the long range with the D finally connects with the 6 bullet. Only 1 needed to connect to the dome with the guy. Oh, look at that lineup.
Yeah, this is a very common stack. It's
A little bit of a soul train there.
Nice.
Subrosa, though, going to work with that Deagle still towards that B-bomb site.
oh man, I want to see Devokes. Yeah.
Hello. Gets one dink there onto Effie with 3 HP and let the lineup. That's a whole lineup to protect you. Utilize your teammates as body armor pretty much. And now it's a 4-man push-up. Calypso, meanwhile, dropping Fez. He's trying to take down Walker right now. It is a 3 versus 2. A fight from behind.
Oh, the foot, the
Take him
switch.
down. Yeah. Calypso now stuck inside this A-bomb site. All he wants is at least to put some money in for Synthetic.
This is winnable. Subrosa's the only one with armor, and he's down to half HP. Calypso needs to win this. He's got a Molly and a flash. Doesn't know when he can use it, but there he does get rid of it.
Maybe.
Oh, no. Oh, he goes out in the open, and that's kind of tough. Tries to isolate them, but no, gets isolated by himself. Congratulations, you played yourself. I mean, sitting on on default would have been risky, and you know you got to make a play in that situation, right? You have to find a way to find a 1v1, but Ace Gaming basically just outpatience him in the sense that he wants to jump down when they start trying to come after him, but he got called out and got a little bit nervous, and I think thought someone was coming up his left or something like that.
I think the flash would have been good, maybe to scatter them out, maybe try to pick one out there, keep
Yeah.
that Molly for that bomb if he could escape, because that was his goal. He was just trying to escape right there.
Yeah, well, it's just risky to throw any nades. Like, it was even really hard for him to throw that Molotov just because you don't know where everyone is, so there
Yeah.
could be someone just jump up on you. Last thing you want, right, is for you to die with a nade out. But it's true, could have helped.
Looks like it's going to be pretty aggressive for Synthetic, though, towards this B-bomb site. Flashes it across. They're dropping down towards the rectangle wall. Vez getting the first kill of this round, playing that boulder now onto Calypso. But they're still holding strong towards the CT side. Lots of counter flashes happening as well. They're just going to try to go for the smoke for the plant in the smoke for the staircase slash broken wall at the same time. Vez is just around the corner, spamming it just a little bit off. The bomb will get planted.
Yeah, he does a bit of damage, and here's where the smokes come into play. Playing around them, trying to get some lucky timing. Matters so much here, and yeah, Waka just partially blind, can't actually do anything. The fuse comes out. Ace, very dominant round. Super nice. The take was okay, right? The thing was they had, I think it was Calypso, jump out backwards through long B and then run down path. That's what you should always do when you're doing a B take, because that's like a way of splitting the site without actually coming in from 2 different choke points. And so if you run down path and you kill someone on the side of the statue, then all of a sudden all the spots around the statue, all the dumb spots that you would stand to defend against long B, you can't even stand at those spots anymore just by that one person coming around the site. So then everyone else coming out long B doesn't have to worry about any of that stuff. You can even see into chicken coop, right? So it's so powerful, but Vez just shut him down even though he had to drop on him. Chicken effing coop.
But at the same time, there's a problem there when Vez was the first point of contact and he still manages to stay alive at the end of the round. On top of that, get 3 kills.
Yeah, he should have died, and you know, Vez just wrecked him really. Good damage on that initial grenade, and Subrosa doing a little bit of damage, but not quite enough. Also forfeiting a gun, and then Tam opening up the site, I think. Now Tiz is in a really awkward spot. He's only got a Tech 9, dude. He's got to move around and spots the bomb, has the, oh my gosh, doesn't know how to deal with this. Is so worried about the flank. The bomb isn't getting planted quite yet, and he's still managing to stay alive here.
Wow. Thank you, PL1, for being around to save him. And now the guy's the last man standing. And because of that, they knew Tiz was making a lot of noise and spamming. Then they're leaning out to try to find him because they're
They
like,
didn't
okay.
know where he was, which
No,
is
exactly.
weird. Which was really weird because he's making so much noise, and they really just needed to trade that.
That prevented that bomb plan because of that.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, he could have planted, but if he wasn't going to plant, then you better go trade or something instead of just stand. I'm not sure what he was distracted by because we weren't spectating him, but
I think he was looking for that kill onto Tiz because Tiz landed an op shot.
But you didn't know where he was. Like,
And at first he got tagged though, right? The bomb carrier that jumped across got tagged by the Tech 9.
Yeah.
So it's okay. He's got to be close by. Tried to lean out and try to get the kill, thinking that Tiz was going to come towards the other angle with PL1.
He's got teammates
came
behind
on
him,
rotation.
and he
Yeah.
needs to plant. So it's
Exactly.
like just priorities, you know?
Yeah. They weren't well set there for Synthetic, unfortunately, as Ace Gaming takes the lead. 3-2 advantage in this first half on the second map of Cobble. Mind you, if Ace Gaming wins this one here, they pretty much win this BO3
Pretty much.
and become the #1 seed coming out of the Colorado North. But if Synthetic Gaming wins this, we're going to go to and it's going well for Ace. Retaliated back though by Synthetic to make it a 3 versus 3, even up the tally. Trying to get a bomb plant towards the A side, which seems to be very successful for Synthetic so far to work towards A.
Ooh, Waka holding down that spray and catching PL off guard a bit. Now Tiz with the op and Vez to tether off him. He's coming from long. Oh, this is a really, really tough round to retake. I don't know how they're going to be able to do this. Vez has to open it up quite quickly and now has to start running, so almost gets a drop on Calypso. Calypso barely comes with that frag, but they do, and now with 3 alive, Synthetic have finally won a round in pretty dominant fashion after kind of falling flat on their faces a couple of times versus Ace. Ace done quite well so far.
And this is the interesting though, Launders, is that when we praised how good Waka was with the AWP on a map like Cobble, he's the one wielding the AK-47 and putting the op in the hands of the Voke instead.
Right, interesting.
So maybe there is a little bit of role change here depending on the maps that they play. And maybe looks like Waka might be taking more of that entry role playing on the T side.
Got a standard 3-2 from Ace, or potentially non-standard depending on how heavily you anticipate a team should be playing B. And here's PL1 maybe assuming that this side of long B is clear.
But then Calypso and Waka getting 2 kills, trying to move in towards this A bomb site. Vez stuck behind the back of the side, but actually play more of a Dincha spot. They're actually not checking it. Calypso is not clearing the back of the side. This is going to be huge for him right now. Speaking about Vez, to get these kills.
I love what Vez is waiting there.
One. Calypso retaliating it back. It's 1 versus 1 as he gets the spray onto Sabrosa just under the balcony. One moving up towards that ramp. He's about to peek up. Oh, he gets a tap. Now it's 74 at 75. Virtually again, the same HP for 2 players. Ooh. And Calypso clutches a 3 versus 1.
What a round, my friend. What a round. Great shooting and a nice fake plant there.
4K.
PO1 assumed that he was just going to go and stick it right off the bat. Incorrect. Calypso did a good job, man.
13 and 3 for Calypso right now, getting him 4K.
Legend. And he's definitely very clutch.
Not the real legend status, though. He's
not quite. Yeah. Not quite. He was the man who almost won that 1v1 with Vez. It was super well played, but he ended up losing because of the gunfight. You know, so he clearly potentially knows what to do in those situations, and like he could have guaranteed the plant, right? And that's why PL1's just like, oh, he's probably just gonna go plant. You know, we'll just play out this 1v1 standard. Nope. He knew he could bait him out.
Well, now it is 3-4. Synthetic back in the lead in this game. Full save for Ace Gaming. One about to creep up from the danger stairs. They're about to get flanked across. He's going to be able to get that support. He keeps turning around. He's like, oh, wait, there's another one? Oh, wait, there's another one? DJ Khaled. Now 3 of them fall. 4 of them moving up towards the A bomb site for Synthetic Gaming. It's a 4 versus 2. Sabrosa and Vez at this point are just going to look for exits. And now the op is back in the hands of Waka. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it depends. Like maybe someone had a spawn.
Yeah, based off spawns.
That's the other thing about this map. Like spawns barely do anything. No, I don't want to say that.
You hate this map, Launders. Just say it.
I definitely do hate a lot of things about this map. I do like some things about this map. I don't understand why I like it, but that definitely my analysis brain tells me that I hate it.
What would you change, as we have pretty much this garbage time right now, to make it cobble a little bit more?
All maps, in my opinion, should be as big as they need to be. That's number 1, like a rule for mapping.
So you think cobble's too big?
It's unnecessary. Look, all this area never gets used, right? If you look at like a heat map on Cash or Dust 2, every area is traveled, right?
What about the window in the tower?
Yeah. Why do you have to run out of spawn for 30 seconds to see someone? Right, 30 seconds, but...
No, you're right.
Good maps start fast. They're as small as they need to be. They don't have unnecessary angles, and they don't have little clippings on walls that stop you from being able to boost and jump on things. This broken wall shouldn't have a little bit of an edge, a groove there that you can get stuck on. And here's the counter boost from Sabrosa. Sabrosa.
He's actually well positioned right now against Tam. He's about to walk into this, but he still wins that fight. Great job there for Tam. We talked about him, how he needed to step up a little bit more from that Mirage game. And so far, so good. PL1 at the bottom here, but they're caught off there with the molly in hand. PL1 wins that fight and evens up the man situation between Synthetic Ace, they're still looking to creep slowly up towards this A site or this B site, relying on Waka to get an entry with the AWP.
Yeah, no advantages for either team. And again, kind of difficult to go for information this late. Oh, that's just, the flash was, look, it's a great flash, clearly, but it doesn't cover that one angle, and so Waka's able to hold it. No, you can't blame him for taking that peek when you have a flash that good, but the fact was, and wow, capitalizing on another mistake. I mean, ultimately, as soon as you go down numbers, then you got to start making plays, but it's Synthetic do the right thing and just be more patient. Every time you get a kill, stack another 20 seconds onto holding the same angle, because why not? It's the other team that has to make a play, and Effie just smoked himself out along the beach for some reason.
I wonder if he was waiting for his teammate to fall back with him and save the rifles, but the bomb will now get planted. It's a 3 versus 1. And if at this point will have to save, and Synthetic spread out of that lead a little bit there. We came back and forth at the beginning of this half, but things are looking a little bit better just because of mistakes being played by Ace. I mean, like you said, the first one was a great flash and nothing that
it's like
Vez
you
could have done there.
gotta assume that you can take that peek off the flash.
I think that PL1's peak though on that staircase was just a little bit too much. I mean, you know that they're coming from that side. Your teammate fell down at the broken wall. Just try to get a better angle at the positioning from the statue side.
Yeah, that's why this statue sucks. Like long B control is what it's all about, and there aren't really many ways to get it. Maybe being there in the beginning would have been good, but yeah, it was kind of risky. He just basically was banking on Synthetic not being patient, right? Which is a bad move, I guess. But yeah, they played it really well. So we've got 2 times more of the rounds for Synthetic. They are on the T side, and you would expect they would be able to pull like a decent lead, though, versus Ace, who seemed to just be really good versus Synthetic in general. That it could go either way no matter what. That being said, they've got them in a really good spot here. Ace are on the save.
They're trying to utilize Sabrosa. He had 2 nice Deagle kills a few rounds ago. Up on that broken or the long B. He's going to try to do it again. Playing solo on top of that too. They're actually going for a 4-man stack. The same thing towards the A halls, and it's working so far. They take 3-man advantage on that area, and they drop 3.
Wow.
With only losing 1.
That long stack, super good. And they're not even, they're walking back. Wow, okay. This is crazy because Ace haven't moved, which is surprising enough. If they actually re-aggress long and Ace are still here, that is shocking. And it looks like the guy here's what's going on. Oh, he went through. Oh, Vez on the fallback. Gets a quick scope and an insane flash. Wow, perfect pop. Well played, dude.
Yeah, they spotted Tam, and Tam at this point is still going to try to walk back into this.
Man, I can't believe they just stayed at long and Synthetic came right back into them. That is like the hardest of reads. And they're just waiting.
Well, he narrows it down to a 3 versus 1. 22 seconds left on the clock. He has to commit pretty much here. Has so many nades to work with.
Ooh.
15 left. He's got to go towards B.
Oh, what? I guess, you know, he's assuming they're at long. He'll get a plant, and it seems like he will either way. But wow, he could actually just gone to B.
He peeks out, but that's no more than that. I mean, that's all he wanted, right? At 3-on-1, you want to get a bomb plant somewhere. You
can't expect to win that for sure.
Exactly. You don't have the chances on your side.
That was a 1v1. Basically, you either win that or you don't have a chance of winning the rest of the clutch at all. So, yeah, that was, he can't see what we see, right? And a player pushed through long B and then flanked. So he probably assumed there's going to be someone in B. He just get caught off guard for making that play, and instead decided to clear A by making it seem like he was going through B and jumping through heaven. Now it's full buy versus full buy, but Ace just won an eco. That's a huge conversion. Man, that was a really sick round from Vez too. Going and picking up that off and then immediately turning it into a frag. Splashing himself a little bit there. Oh, the shot is missed. He's going to get the pressure put on him. And will he be able to fall back in the situation? No.
That was very aggressive there for Synthetic Gaming.
Getting the first kill would have been really important.
Good molly though. Incendiary grenades from the CT side prevented from moving more on this ramp. Give him a chance for some players to rotate across as well.
Wow, everybody is already rotated over to A, and Synthetic haven't even aggressed onto the site yet, so the rotations are super good for Ace. I mean, they're just having a great reads right now. I mean, they completely abandoned the other side. They must have seen the bomb.
Yeah, they did.
But
he was the second guy moving through. So when Tiz actually missed that op shot and landed the second one, he still saw that bomb carrier, because after they got that kill, they walked up the danger stairs and then went back towards mid. Made it easy there for that early rotation support. Now they're going back towards A again.
Bomb is spotted, and we have a player in lower A, though. This is really nice for Sabrosa. Has a good angle to take this fight. Effie hasn't gotten opt yet. We'll have to deal with someone long. Patient shooting, kills him on his last bullet, and Walk is gonna wake up to a frag. No scope, nonetheless.
Blinded too. 3 versus
Alright,
1, 33
no
seconds left on the clock. He's gonna try to move in now to at least pick up the bomb if he can, and a nade is gonna damage Effie down to 48 only, so too far out on that lob. Pre-fire shot by Sabrosa does not connect. Neither does the op. They're just closing in on him, and that's gonna be now 5 to 6. Salvaging another op for Tiz.
Kind of weird, like Synthetic like 5-man that A rush and didn't have anyone over at B, so it tells you that's like a tell that they're really keen on committing to it, and then end up canceling after they go 1-for-1 versus the Opper, when they could have just like continued. But the thing is, if they continued, Ace would have rotated like heavily to adjust, and I wonder what Synthetic wanted to do to validate their A rush. Like, did they want to get 2 kills right away, or what it was that they felt like they failed? Either way, them turning around made a little bit of sense, but I feel like they should have kept their options open if that was the plan.
That's so much damage there as they're trying to run through, and also splitting that that push on that drop zone. They're trying to go for a full 5-man push with a flash being thrown, I think, from one of Synthetic, but there was only 3 guys that were able to make it down, and they dropped their death and make that another one, and they just lined up one by one. 3 kills for PL1, 1 for Sabrosa, 1 for Effie. And that's pretty much seals the deal for that round. Nothing more being purchased or invested for that previous round, just so that they could get the AKs here.
Yep. And a very, very convincing couple of CT rounds for Ace, who, I mean, sometimes have a slow start versus Synthetic, but then also always come back and make a half of it, always.
Yeah. And they had a 3-point spread for Synthetic, so that's 3 rounds lost in a row for this team. This game is looking very good so far on the CT side. Leg shot indeed. And Tam still decides to walk and try to contest it.
Wow, this after all that, someone just comes out. Sabrosa used all his ammo, made quite a bit of noise there. And Effie in a tough spot. Will he connect the spray? No, Devoke though, spotted with the bomb, and PL1 seeing he's got an enemy who was just fighting him and gets to shoot him in the back. Oh my god.
Teleported, bomb is down. Calypso the last man standing. Can he clutch another one here? Currently the frag leader for Synthetic.
Oh, they saw where the smoke came from. They know exactly what he's doing now. And he still has to go and try to get the bomb. Will he find this kill, I wonder? Woo! Guy's on the tightest of angs right there, showing only the quarter of his eye. And Ace win another round. This one was like really crazy because it seemed like there were so many opportunities for Synthetic to just take to win a duel. It seemed like 2 or 3 times there in that round alone they should have just won a duel. Like the guy just got like was watching the exit of Rat Hole while that guy was fighting him in Rat Hole, literally jumped out behind him, the same dude, and then shot him in the back. Like, that's not how alerts work.
Oh, big trade. Devoke with a 1 dig onto Tiz with the sacrifice from the guy. Now Effie will have to fall back in the site. Slightly aggressive to start for Synthetic one more time, but that incendiary grenade being thrown by the CT side prevents them from moving any further that quickly. And even a smoke to run down more on that time, so they're going to have to try to have Devoke trying to get the pick, so they're going to boost for almost a one-way, trying to get some information towards the back of the site. This is quite interesting, but he won't see anything yet. He will catch Vez, maybe no. Meanwhile, Tam will fall down on that mid-ramp. So a little bit of information to get away from where Effie's playing, which is the back of the site. Off shot miss, though. Effie gets a second one. A TK, unfortunately, as PL1 had to sacrifice his teammate to get that kill onto Waka.
He had to power up, eat him alive.
Nothing more. 8 to 6. Last round to go in this first half as Ace Gaming is running away with this, with what, 5 rounds in a row so far.
Yeah, it's like catching up, but then also slowly taking a lead, and it's just so many rounds in a row. Definitely the story of this matchup. And I wonder what Synthetic have left over. So it seems like 5 players postured towards A. I don't know if they're actually going to go down quite yet.
Well, it's a double up here for Ace. No ops at all for Synthetic. Calypso's already down to 16 HP as well, as they seem to be trying to creep up towards this A ramp on that mid side, and maybe split towards that area as well. So really utilizing TAM to try to make a lot of noise. I mean, he's already depleted 1 smoke there towards that area, depleted all of his nades too, so at this point he has to spam a lot of the AK. Meanwhile, they're going for a triple peek. Tiz only gets 1, immediately traded out, but at least the bomb wasn't spotted yet, so they're going to have to rotate 1 back out and keep 2 towards this B side for Ace Gaming. And Tam's going to be one that's going to pick it up.
Honestly shocked that Tiz was able to get that kill with a perfect triple peek from Synthetic. Oh, and Effie's off the corner of this wall. Actually gets 2. Wow, more than he needs to do.
Peel 1's still alive in the back of the site, though. Tam's going face to face against him, and he loses it, and now it's a 3 versus 1. They had such a good advantage. It was a 3-man entry into the A site. But Effie is too strong right now on this A hold, so 9 to 6 will be our half score in favor of Ace.
I have to say the story of the game for Ace really is just multi-frags, right?
Yeah.
Players getting more kills than they're supposed to, getting the drop on players that should be fully aware of where they are. So sometimes it's like Synthetic just being a little bit unaware, and also Ace Gaming just playing with a lot of energy, you know, being all over the place, picking the right sites to rotate to, not afraid to move quickly, move in, help their teammates, and then everybody doing individually more than they need to. Like Effie just getting those 2 kills, like Tiz, you know, versus a triple peek like that, you're not supposed to hit anyone, you know, that they're supposed to freak you out and you miss, you know, but he stayed strong, found that one player who peeked the widest, knocks him down, puts in work. Everyone's hitting shots.
And he did the same thing towards that mid side when he was playing just at the bottom of the stairs of danger. 3 guys coming through the smoke, through the double doors. He whiffed the first shot, but still connected another one and got enough information for his teammates to rotate across. And that's that round when you mentioned it was so easy for Ace Gaming to go back and forth from that A to B, just because they're just well positioned and knew where Synthetic were coming from and what they were trying to do towards the end of mid-round, towards the end of the round. Another one being when they had that 3-man stack towards that A halls with pistols. They pick up a few rifles. They stayed there. The opponent still walked towards them to actually lose that round. That was Tam and his teammate moving back on that A hall side from T spawn, and they were actually set up to go for a fake at. Or split actually from mid to A, because the 3 guys at the hallway were trying to come through. If they were able to win that, the 2 guys that dropped were going to come in towards that connector and then converge towards the A site. But they got totally nullified with the way Ace Gaming have been playing these pistol ecos, these pistol buys, and the last one being that 4-man lineup, utilizing each other as body armor to be able to win that round or to be able to get those kills. I mean, they just played pretty well. Anything else you could add here? I mean, what's missing from Synthetic, on the other hand, is just everybody else needed to show up. There was really only Calypso so far. He's at 15 and 10. Tam is at 10 and 2, but because he only got a few frags here and there, but never really impact frags where they actually won rounds. So Calypso had to clutch a few rounds or get as many kills as he could to give a chance for Synthetic to actually put 6 on the board. Because when he was at 15, everybody else was pretty much like at 8-6, an 8-6 margin in terms of number of kills. So they definitely have to change things around, playing on that CT side. Anything more you'd like to add here, Lunders?
No, I mean, you pretty much covered it all. I'd say that.
Sorry, man.
Oh, that's good. It seems like honestly Synthetic are the worst team. You know, they're getting outclassed, and it shows that like Ace are way more prepared. You know, everything they do has rhyme and reason to it, and they're explosive. They trade better. They hit more shots, and that they're like the same team but much better. I guess same in the way that they're French, but much better.
And let's look back here at the stats of this second map as we're reloading the page here on Civo.com. The coverage here for the Colorado North presented by Bell. As I'm scrolling down here on this second map, you do have PL1 that finished here with an ADR of 101.7. Now, PL1 was more of that mid-round, late-round impact player in terms of supporting his teammates after towards that A site. But if there's anybody that actually played very well for me was how Effie played that A site. Like he still had 78.6 ADR, the lowest in terms of efficacy for the team, but he had some big rounds, those 2Ks at that spammable wall. The other 2Ks when he was playing towards the cannon, towards that A site, has been a key player in terms of getting as many kills as he can towards either the bomb sites to let the rest of his teammates do the work. So those are actually two really big players for me right now. Even Vez actually played some great rounds here and there. Nonetheless, though, let's see if Synthetic can bring this back and possibly bring it to a third map.
Pistol round is now live. Smoke's coming over, cascading the B site, and Subroza opening it up with the Tech 9 getting a first frag, but Answer is back. Tam, so good, man. A couple of USB headshots, and now suddenly a 2v2. And that is always the name of the game on Cobble. He's gonna hear this reload. Tiz knows that there's a man in the smoke. Vez finds him with a headshot. Unnecessary for the amount of HP that he had. The bomb will go down. Evoke has a winnable round on his hands. Tiz extremely low here. Wants to find a headshot angle. Will be the first to likely peek and maybe go down. We'll be happy to do that. Man, he can't even find the kill on Tiz. Does a little bit of damage, but 2 HP is enough. He'll be able to bring his armor, his half armor, into the next round. And Ace Gaming win another pistol. That is really, really rough. That might be salt in the wounds at this point because Ace Gaming are right now 3-0 in maps. They're up 4 rounds on this map and probably have a couple of free, as well as Synthetic, just constantly make really risky buying decisions. Like, you know they're going to force, for example, on CT side.
Yeah.
Like, without a doubt, so...
And I screwed up. Mistakes were made. I looked at the wrong matchup between Synthetic and Ace. So Effie was actually at 103 ADR playing on the inside. Nonetheless, though, moving into the second round, 10-6 is our score in favor of Ace Gaming, looking to bring it to 11-6. But there's been 2 quick kills on both sides. Waka and Calypso falling behind for Synthetic. While Ace Gaming, on the other hand, have lost Subroza and Effie. So 2 impact players for both sides falling down. They still have PL1, though, and Vez for Ace Gaming. So when you're looking at individual skills, how things have been going around in this matchup between these 2 teams, you definitely could see that Ace Gaming has the higher firepower.
Yeah, it's like every category, they just edge them out, you know?
Yeah.
Coordination, explosiveness, trading, team play, individual skill.
Counter-Strike.
Yeah, CSGO.
Well, at least the bomb will get planted now for Ace Gaming. Devoke's going to be the last one standing. Easily dispatched there by PL1. 11-6. Get those plants. But now Synthetic going to be in another safe situation. Yeah, it was pretty close. Even though I looked at the wrong stats. I mean, Calypso's at 16. He was still...
Consistent players, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Showing you the same amount of impact each game without fail. Now, they've got a couple of Mac 10s. Smallest of SMGs. Subroza and Effie are going to be used as scouters here. Subroza making his way into B and C. He is basically causing rotates, right? Attracting attention, getting kills. He's funneling kills into himself. So much damage dealt, and just so many kills for him. I mean, they just... All these Mac 10 frags is just like so much money for the team. That's exactly what they want from that.
For free?
And he could have done.
No, not necessarily Bastion play. He only had a Mac 10, not a P9.
Yeah. Not enough ammo.
But still very accurate with how he played that, right? I mean, he's shredding through non-armored players.
It was perfect. He attracted them to him, meaning he's pulling them out of the spots. He's getting information. He's getting the frags, most importantly, into the SMGs. And that, you know, in Counter-Strike, one person's money is everyone's money, right? So...
Full gun run coming in, though, for Synthetic this time. No kits whatsoever. And not enough for an AWP in the hands of Waka. And a huge push coming through. Fully blinded is going to be Calypso in the guy, but they still manage to get a kill. Trying to get traded back by PL1 with success, so back to a 3 versus 3. Calypso, though, playing towards that boulder, being a key player at this point. Looking for some cover as he got blinded by his opponents. And it's just trade after trade, leaving it to a 1 versus 1. No, can the Galil be better than the M4?
Oh, this is tough. The farther away he gets, the least likely he is to hit the shot, I promise. But now that he's spotted,
I really want to prove you wrong there.
has some options.
Well, they're both spotted, right? So the advantage is here is that Tam had the utility, but wasted it there. So just looking for some cover.
Wow.
He went further. He went further.
And he hit like 6 shots. I don't know how he does it, man. It's crazy.
So he manages to also salvage an AK-47. So a free upgrade for Vez, putting Ace Gaming at 13 and 6.
Definitely underplayed it, but that was such an important round because it would have been 12-7 potentially. Triggered.
Feels bad, man. 13 to 6. Now Synthetic on another pistol buy, trying to keep things together. Nice shot by Walker, run up the staircase. Another headshot and a third onto Effie. And that's 3 guns dropped on the ground. A chance right now for Synthetic to move in and grab some rifles. But at the same time, most importantly, it is a 3-man advantage. Make that a 4-man advantage. Oh, the last one is lit and taken down, and Waka is back.
Waka's back. Yeah, wow. 5-7 frags, like 5 of them. Unreal. Just shut down an entire Long B rush. Though it was through a smoke. I mean, they really could have taken their time there and played it a little bit more carefully. Ace decided to YOLO it, basically, and got punished just by having someone on the outside of the smoke. If no one's there, you know, it's like the smoke isn't there. But that's the whole point of the smoke, right? To be able to watch it. So, well played from Synthetic, especially Waka, to get those first 3 kills. Gave his team confidence as well to push out and get those last ones.
So we're going to try to jump through smoke, playing aggressively here for Ace Gaming, trying to catch him off guard. So Broza's the one that's going to do a little bit of a Stewie move here.
So hard to...
He's made it in,
Yeah,
clearing
he does
out.
get out. Oh, he
sees the
spots
boost in the
ahead.
tower. Yeah, Waka falls down, trying to spray across, and Calypso comes on the other side of the wall and gets a trip kill. And just like that, it's a 2 versus 1 though, as Tiz tries to even out the tally inside B, leaving it a 1 versus 1 temporarily, but Synthetic now moving up together, full spotted here towards the danger, towards the drop zone rather.
Oh, moved up in front of the small A. One spotted in the door. Tam finds the kill though, and who's the man of the hour? It's Calypso. Obviously pushing through that smoke and getting the 3 frag. I mean, the instant refrag could have came out from Long B, right? But then he failed that kill, and then he turned it into another one. So, I mean, what more can you say? That round would have been pretty much close to over if he gets traded out 1 for 1, right? Instead of 2v1, it's 3v2. So, big moment there, and for it to all come down to that. Quite sad for Ace, but they won't be crying. They've got 13 rounds. They're sitting pretty at the moment still, even though they have to save here. Yep. What?
I don't know.
P250, no armor.
So Rosa wins that against Tam.
Oh, they're slowing it down. Rotates have come out, and there isn't utility, and it's really, you don't need much utility to take A. I'll say that much, but you do need at least
something.
a door smoke. Like, yeah, you just can't cross anywhere.
But because of that kill, Synthetic are trying to reorganize their defense, and it looks like they're going to play a rotator with the guy playing A and B support. Actually, they're kind of going for a 2-2 split. So I'm wondering if we're going to have Ace Gaming go for that drop to connector. And pinch in towards A here as the bomb is still waiting towards the A halls.
Oh, so Broza needs to give... Oh, I guess PL1 doesn't want it because he's got very low HP, but he's the one with armor, so... Tough. Wow, good patience. And man, they capitalize on that patience hard.
There's that drop for that split, but a big incendiary grenade. That's going to prevent people from dropping down temporarily. Oh, he's able to get the kill onto Vez. Here comes the action. Long range there. So Broza still at 100 HP after the M4 kill. Oh my god, never mind. They're just running by with pistols and headshotting everything. I mean, what more can you add to this?
I know, it's not even armor. I mean, the one play that you can credit them for, just like the merit, besides the merit of like having good aim, is that they waited for someone to re-aggress drop, right? And they also didn't act too quickly on that original kill. They like regrouped, went back, and turned a no armor round into a win. Wow, completely destroyed. No one can trade. Synthetic gotta just shake this off, really. They've got a lot to work back from, and Waka does have this off, but I don't know. don't know what they can do. Like at this point, you cannot lose duels like that, right? I mean, somebody just got P250, no assist was there, no armor was on Sabrosa, and you're like the solo man at A. So.
And that's what happened towards Drop as well. I mean, but that is because losing that initial player at the beginning of the round for Synthetic
Made them want to get info.
Exactly. And you couldn't really set up there where with a buddy system to try to get that info. At least in this situation from what we saw from that mini-map. So 14-8 tied point situation for Ace Gaming. Very low buy right now for Synthetic. So a Deagle, Famas, and not for Waka, but buying all the way down here, they would be facing probably Pistols at game point for Ace. So things are looking very good for the favor to win this Call of the North presented by Bell.
Shout out to Bell. I love my Bell internet. Everyone who has Rogers complains. Do you have Rogers? Admit it.
I'm not admitting anything.
Okay.
I plead the fifth.
All right. Well, honestly, hate Rogers internet. Or I've heard that people hate the Rogers internet. I get no downtime. I feel like I'm the only person on the internet with internet problems. It's all thanks to Bell.
I'm Bell with my phone though. Bell is awesome for my phone.
True.
Good networking. Good for my Snapchats and my Instagrams.
Your Pokewalks.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter. Hashtag Pokestops. 5 versus 4. As they've lost one early in this round, that is Ace Gaming. So
Sabrosa just inching into this angle. Wow, gets the kill. His head just appears. You can't even notice.
What was Devoke looking at though?
Cam's in a tough spot.
It was even
oh, wow. He didn't really make that competitive. And
just Sabrosa, man. That's 3 entry kills for this young player. And they're going to move in now on a 4 versus 2, Waka and Calypso. Leaving now just Calypso on his own.
And Vez just here to put them on full tilt, coming into the flank and getting both frags.
How mad are you though when you're hearing T's, you know they're coming towards you, and all they do is pop in, drive by, and instant headshot you?
Yeah, that's full
I'd be
tilt
tilted
for sure.
Like a pinball machine. Getting bumped around.
Like a jits table.
Like Yahtzee.
Like landslide. All right, let's go. All right, let's move on. I'm tired. It's late. Don't look at the time. It's late in Europe.
It's late for you. You've been on a boat for like 8 hours. Not going anywhere. Staying in Toronto, but Vez getting the opener. Looking to seal the deal, but the guy says no. Headshot there. 1 Deeg. On to Vez long range at upper B. Keeping a dream alive as PL1 and Sabrosa are also let down to 36 and 23 respectively. They will still try to commit solely towards this B bomb site. The guy's looking to connect one more. He does so because Sabrosa was lit. Calypso with the support as well. They're looking to live another round. This forces Ace Gaming to play a little bit more passively and maybe try to take control of the drop zone instead.
And once again on the pistols, I mean, it's not even one team winning all the pistols or getting eco conversions. It's both teams being extremely proficient with just 5.7s or Tech 9s or whatever it may be.
And instead of drop zone, looks like we're walking all the way back towards mid. There's only one player playing there.
And PL1's got a little bit of utility here, so he might just try to cause a rotation. He's actually holding 3 people, which is even more favorable. And Cam, looking straight up. Whoa.
I said he didn't need to get caught. He was trying to flank around.
Yeah, he should have been playing for 1 kill. I mean, if he played for 1 kill, that's like 4v2. And there's so many angles that you have to clear. 20 seconds left, you could have delayed way longer than
exactly.
that.
And now you're forcing a rotate back, but good job by Devoke at least to get that Deagle shot onto Tiz. 18 seconds left on the clock. FE trying to move in to get a bomb plant. PO1 in himself.
He's getting flanked though. Oh, wow. And yeah, wow, this slideshow is amazing. Wow.
Nothing but 1 Deegs for...
Huge. The guy and Devoke, the 2
That's
people
5
alive.
Deagle kills,
got
yeah.
all the kills, yeah. Nasty round by them.
And I was going to say it was going to be a huge mistake. It could have been a huge mistake because Tam got caught.
It still was a mistake.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're 4v2. Like, yeah, you have pistols. So even if you have a man advantage, you don't necessarily have, like, a real advantage. Like, if they're to hit a site together, they're still terrorists. You're still split up. But he's the only person at A. There's 20 seconds left. So all you have to do is sit in the campiest spot that you can think of, and a spot that they're never going to clear, or that you'll at least get to dink somebody from. And then you delay. You either get the kill and delay, or you get info, but you cause them to clear a whole bunch of angles. and that's all your job is really. Instead,
Yeah.
you open up the site.
And that's thankful for Synthetic they were playing closer towards that connector side, which actually gave him a chance to rotate fast enough. If not, it would have been a 3-man setup for AKs versus pistols, which would have been GG. Now 15-9 scoreline, still game point situation for Ace Gaming to seal the deal and end this tournament. Setting up slowly towards that drop zone and playing very passively on that upper B.
Hard to tell which way this round will go for now. Devoke is, I think, going to molly down here PL1, letting him know that he's watching, and he's going to shoot to cover the footsteps of the drop. Sabrosa gets down. The molly hasn't come out. And the peek, though, from Sabrosa, these peeks are so good. Oh, my gosh. 1 HP from Devoke. We'll take this headshot angle any day. And, oh
man.
Sabrosa, another kill, man. Oh, don't tell me it's a third. No, he doesn't get a third. And it's actually 3v3 at this point because that Molotov. Calypso in a really good spot to get him right.
That's 2. Looking for the last one, spotted here at the same time, and he gets a triple kill, keeps it alive. And I think even at this point,
4. What a monster.
another 4K. So at this point, should put Ace Gaming on a save. Possibility of 15 to 11, but I'm not gonna count my chickens before they hatch because Ace Gaming, the last time they had pistols, just utterly destroyed Synthetic.
Yeah, no armor. They can PL1 can drop a little bit here. He's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
He really does need to hang on to 6K, but why does Tiz have a Glock? He could totally just share the wealth, man.
Yeah, I thought you said if somebody's rich, the team's rich.
That's what. Yeah, I did say that.
Somebody's gonna have to rewatch VODs.
Guess I was wrong. Guess I was wrong.
You're right, Launders. They're wrong. Caster's always right.
Like a USP, much better than a Glock. Versus armor, that is. Glock, you need up to 3 hits in the head.
So 15 to 10.
Look at this Glock. This measly Glock. Useless.
And flashes to work with at least for Ace Gaming here, as we will try to take control of that mid side.
Don't show me this Glock. Kevin, move from the Glock. Yes.
Here's the setup for them to move out. Drop and also the broken wall. Calypso getting the first kill. A second one coming through. Calypso playing towards that boulder, waiting for these guys to peek out, but this is such patient play. If he's lurking around. Woo! Another one where Tam gets caught!
The lurk's so strong. Oh, no one's coming through the door yet. Effie knows that someone's really close here. It's a little bit wise.
Why did he even rotate at that point?
Who?
Tam.
Because they spot the bomb at B, I think. Ran all the way back around.
Yep.
Oh,
I mean, you have
Sabrosa. Oh, trying to be quiet. Oh, it's not good enough, though. The guy really close around that corner. Looks like there will be no eco today. Or will there? Nope, Devoke makes sure of that. Denies the plan as well. Good news bears for Synthetic. They're still in this. 4 rounds to come back and get match point on. A little bit of struggle from Ace Gaming to just end it. Perpetually on match point.
I wonder if Sabrosa's a Pokemon trainer, because he's so good with these Pikachus.
Oh my gosh. We were just outside a strip club, and it said, it said, "Come in and let me take a peek at you," or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like, come in this poke. I don't know.
It's funny because that joint is actually a Pokestop.
Yeah, it's a Pokestop registered.
So come to our Pokestop. Ever dancers have a Pikachu. I didn't want to bring it up, but I guess Launders did.
Yep. The elephant in the room.
PG broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Let's turn this to mature. 15 to 11 on the scoreline here for Ace Gaming. Still looking to seal the deal as they're going for a full AK buy. And of course, Synthetic buying whatever they can every single round. And if they're able to bring this back to a 15-15, this might be a new definition of a choke now.
Potentially. A lot of these rounds are really close. And like Calypso, for example, is like bailing them out in such a big way. But here, Drop Control might be able to be had. A lot of Molly's exhausted. If you look at how much... Wow. Oh, and Effie kills Tam pushing. Yeesh, that makes it really difficult.
How many times?
Oh, but they're actually just running out B instead of waiting off of that frag.
The guy now looking to connect, but he loses the fight versus Tiz. Devote now trying to even things up. He's getting flanked from behind, but he still gets that kill as well. It's a 2 versus 2. Now Bomb is stuck inside B. Now it's a 2 versus 1. The Folk then also gets picked off, and that's going to be it. 16-11 with Ace Gaming winning this second map, and they are our champions here for the Call of the North presented by Bell. What a nice matchup here, Launders.
Yeah, really good CS from at least Ace. I mean, Synthetic were also not playing too badly, and they just kind of fell short a little bit. But overall, it was fairly like a highly competitive series. That last map, the scores were a little bit lopsided, but it still saw some moments of brilliance from the likes of Calypso, for example. He had that 1v3. He had just a high style performance in general. 27 frags was really nice from him. And again, each of these rounds were just barely edged out over and over again. Even in the last rounds, Synthetic barely won the last 4 or 5. It was, Ace to almost close it out each time. And so even though it was, it seemed like it was going to be forever for them to try to get it back to match point, we know they haven't won yet. There was always kind of that glimmer of hope, and that was what was exciting to watch.
Yeah, and I think if anything, it was more all about Calypso as well, the way he's played for Synthetic. He was pretty much the one that was able to keep things alive as much as he could for Synthetic, but unfortunately, it's not enough. You can't rely on only one individual player. You needed to have more people step up. Waka, when he was opping, something we praised about a lot. We didn't hear about him that much into this matchup here. But overall, when we were screaming, is not only Calypso, but a lot of players coming in from Ace Gaming. Vez, Tiz, Subroza, those guys were just on point. Even PL1 had his rounds as well. They were just better than Synthetic in every aspect in this series. Not only Cobble, because they played against Synthetic. Against Synthetic's map choice, which is Cobble, and they won that pretty dominantly. But overall, it's just Ace Gaming that's just too good. And I think we might have some highlights to show you guys. We'll let you know if we're ready for some. And the first one we'll talk about here is the Ecos. The Ecos have been very strong for Ace, whether it be on CT side or on T side. Those pistol buys were just insane. I think the first one that we're going to be showing is going to be the one where Subroza is on that long B. He does have that deagle, and then and that's where we had that lineup train on that mid side, right?
Yeah.
Subroza was able to get those 2 deagle shots. I mean, it was just great ways, but
Happy birthday.
I can't see.
I don't think I hear you anymore, Launders. I think you have cream all over your mic. Can you see?
Oh my God.
Well, happy birthday to Launders, ladies and gentlemen. Turning what, 26 today? 26?
I thought I died.
Now, did you feel that you died because he tapped you on the shoulder, or did you die because you just couldn't breathe from so much tart in your face?
All my senses just turned off for a moment.
But Launders, I just asked you a question.
What did you say?
We were talking about that pistol round.
Fuck off.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think while Launders is actually starting to clean up here, we could throw to a few highlights. At least some great plays from Subroza, starting off here with the deagle. So let's have a look at that. This is the beginning of the round where actually Subroza was setting up towards that upper wall at long B, and he was hitting those 1Ds. I mean, I don't understand why you're trying to peek out with no smokes or flashes to try to move out. You went for the body shot and the body peek, and you lost that one there. Subroza getting a nice shot on the first one. And there's that lineup here for the rest. I mean, that gave a huge advantage here for Ace Gaming to take over this pistol. This was the first one where they reset the money against Synthetic. With some great individual plays. I mean, you were able to pick up a few some machine guns, I think, towards the end there as well, and give a chance for Ace Gaming to put the first point on the tally, reset the money of Synthetic, and then go back and forth at the beginning of this first half. So here was a nice try by Calypso as well. We mentioned it here with Launders at the same time. He did have a flash and should I say a flash and a molly to work with. Decided to use the molly out first just to focus more on the right side, but did not expect 2 guys on the APC to be able to get that kill. So a great job there for Ace Gaming on that save. A very nice try for Calypso. I mean, he's had a lot of 4Ks, a lot of 3Ks, and on whether it be on T side or CT side, just great plays for him. Actually, speaking about Calypso, we're going to show you guys another highlight here where he actually got a 4K clutch on round number 7. So evened up the tally. That's what we're talking about here. That's where Ace Gaming, meanwhile, got that first point on the scoreboard, 2-1. It went back and forth, then we evened it up on a 3 versus 3. Great job there for Ace Gaming to just hold up as much as he could. But Calypso was a thorn on their side. He gets the first kill as they're trying to enter towards that site. But this is where he had individual skill playing towards his B area. So Vez, this was a great spot for him, actually. He was able to play patient enough to spot that bomb carrier, but maybe if he waited a little bit more to see Calypso peek out, he would have had that spray and maybe lined them up to be able to get that kill. And that's something that was missing a bit here from some of these players. They had great angles to play for Ninjas and get him from behind, but the thing is, at the end, they just shot too early. They didn't give enough time for the players to run across and line up to get 2 or 3 kills. And because of that, Calypso was able to take the upper hand and get that 4K. When we're going to look at the next one here is Subrosa for Ace Gaming. So a lot of highlights for Subrosa that happened there. This is the 4K anti with that MAC-10. So Launders talked about it too. You have that MAC-10 moving into the drop zone. You were able to move around and get that coverage and bring over the opponents towards you. Not only that, you play your part of luring them in, but you play the part of also killing them. The advantage of that, though, is that you do have no armor at all for the CT side. So using these submachine guns, whether it be mid-range or close range, is just too deadly right now against the CTs. So that's one, and that's two. And then you look at that long-range one there. An Ace stolen away because the Volk was actually stuck all the way up towards that A ramp. The last one should be the Waka 573K. So that was actually that round where he actually moved in towards that broken wall at upper B, trying to keep things alive here for Synthetic when he actually caught them running through smoke at the upper B hall. So, I mean, the pistols in general have been quite on point for both Synthetic and for Ace Gaming. We'll have a look at that as soon as we have it for you here. But when we talk about how strong those were, we're looking at the pistols for Ace Gaming. Whenever we moved in with, I think it was Subrosa moving in towards that lower mid, got that instant headshot with the P250 against Tam at that lower mid, and that gave a chance as well for just Ace Gaming to stay quiet and stay put, and even catch them as they're moving across there towards that rotation from A to B, from B to A rather. That's one of the mistakes as well in general, if I could give a little bit of analysis on that matchup overall, is the amount of times that Tam actually got caught on rotations. But let's look at the replay first. There's that first kill. So Waka actually never stopped in his footsteps. You only caught that second and that third kill, but that first kill came across as soon as he came on that staircase. But back to what I was mentioning, Tam, the amount of times that he got caught on rotations moving in, if it's him pushing towards mid or if it's him moving across from A to B, he just got picked every single time when he actually didn't even need to rotate because they always had a 1 minute advantage or a 2 minute advantage. You already had people set up. You have the advantage on the CT side. You don't need to push up to try to get that information. You already had the man advantage. You have more map coverage as well, and you just set up with the buddy system. Play a little bit more passively. If you're going to play a solo A as well, and most of the action is happening towards B, you could expect people coming back with so much time remaining into the round. So him playing more passively, playing angles as long as was mentioning before, trying to listen more and give a chance, get that audible cue for your teammates to be able to rotate across and help you out towards the A bomb site. That being said, though, a great job though for Ace Gaming to win this map. The grand finals 2-0 overall against Synthetic, also crowned as the champions of the Call of the North here, presented by Bell. Overall, 8 teams competing in this bracket, 3 female teams, a great valiant effort for CLG Red. I mean, if you guys missed it this morning, make sure you guys check out the VODs on twitch.tv/Northern Arena because they had an amazing comeback. Coming behind 14-4 against Insomnia Gaming on cash, bringing it to overtime, and also winning it. I think it was 19-17, the final score. I mean, riding that wave. A very close match against a big rivalry team, which is Team Karma, also now known as Selfless for the female side. So we saw a great match between those two. It ended 16-13. 2 teams that really know each other well, so it was really nice to see how that was going to happen. And then after that, it was just they unfortunately lost to Synthetic, who we just saw got beaten by Ace Gaming. But you can't take anything away of the females being able to put up a great fight here against the males, against the guys here in this bracket. You smell so sweet, Launders.
This is messed up, man.
Welcome back.
How much am I getting paid?
enough for you to take your shirt off, apparently.
They said come back here.
Yeah. Just to say our goodbyes. So, Launders,
Yeah.
we've completed 2 days of the Call to the North here, presented by Bell. What else would you like to say besides I love pie?
There's not enough Pokemon in this damn building.
Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We're going to pass it over to Marissa to close off the stream. But for Vansili and Launders, wish you guys goodbye and see you guys in September.
Oh my God. Okay, shout out to Ace Gaming. Shout out to Vansili for handling those highlights solo while Launders went to go clean himself off because he just got pranked. Of course, it's his birthday. You got to get a nice pie in the face. So hashtag Launders pie in the face. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to join us in September at Fan Expo. Get your tickets so you can come hang out with us there and take part in all of the championship glory. We will see you in September. Ciao.